Y'all, I'm back. So basically, what I'm going to do is encourage you, okay? This is what I want to say. I want to say, no matter what life throws at you, no matter what situations and circumstances that you face, don't give up on you. That's what I want to say. Now, basically, this video will be like a reiterate of the last video. The video is shut down, so I had to just delete it. So let me go ahead and get right into this video, okay? So basically, what I want to tell you is be encouraged. Be encouraged. Don't look to people. Don't look to people to encourage you. Don't look to situations and circumstances to encourage you. And what I mean by that is, oh, if I just had that house, I'll be happy. Oh, if I just had this specific ministry or business, I'll be happy. Oh, if I was just married, I'll be happy. Oh, if I was just divorced, I'll be happy. Oh, if I was just skinny or lose this weight, I'll be happy. Or if I just had this particular person in my life, I'll be happy. Don't look to people and situations and circumstances to make you happy. Because people will fail you every time. Soon as you get that thing that you was believing God for, you're going to want something else. And when you get that thing that you was believing God for, now you got the responsibility of taking care of that thing. So guess what? That's an extra burden on you. So it's not the things that we can obtain or the people that come into our lives that makes us happy or that will solve your problems. It's you. You are the key to solving not only your problems, but others. See, that's why the devil want to keep you right where you are. He want to keep you in that pit so that you won't come out and help somebody else. He wants to keep you discouraged. He wants to keep you dissatisfied. He wants to keep you discontented. Why? So you will not rise up and do what God called you to do. The very thing that you are facing today is what God is going to use to help others to come out of their pit, out of their discouragement, out of their suicidal mindset, out of that bad relationship, out of the narcissistic relationship. See, what you're going through now is to help somebody else. But the problem is you won't go ahead and press. You got to press. You got to push past this. Remember, I told you your obedience, that's the key. On the other side of this obedience is your blessing. It's right here, the assignment that God is giving you to complete. Whether it's your weight loss, some of you all of your opportunities are on the other side of this weight loss. Some of y'all, all of this opportunity is on the other side of you letting that bad relationship go. Some of y'all, all of your opportunities on the other side of this fast that God is telling you to do. Some of your opportunities are on the other side of God telling you, shut up. And you keep talking. See, it's obedience. Whatever God is giving you to do, your blessing is on the other side of your obedience. So let's just get right into the scripture again. And I'm coming from Zechariah chapter 4. And what I'm saying to you is, don't give up on you. You are somebody's deliverer. Jesus told Peter, he said, listen, whatever I command you, he told the disciples, told Peter, you go and you help your brethren. Whatever I command you, whatever I've taught you, whatever I deliver you from, now you go and you help your brethren. Go and help your brother. Go help your sister in. Go help your family. Just like me. Listen, God has delivered me from so much. That's why I have the grace to minister to you on so many different levels. I know how I feel. And that's why I don't want nobody to feel like I felt. So listen, Zechariah chapter 4. Now I held that I was on the other phone holding it up all the time. Now my hand is tired. Because the other video I had to delete. My hand is tired. I'm sleepy. I'm finna go to bed. I've been up since 7 this morning. Well, since 4 something this morning. And I laid back down, got back up at 7. Had to take my son to track me. Went to let the girl do something to my hair, which I'm not gonna wear my hair. I'm gonna braid it up and just, braid it up or do something. But so I just got back home. Then I'm cooking, so I gotta. Anyway, it ain't about me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry it's not about me. Let's get into this video. This scripture. Zechariah chapter 4. It says, I'm starting at verse 6. So he answered and said to me, this is the word of the Lord to Zerubbabel. Like I said, put your name there. Put your name there. God is speaking to you. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord. So you ain't going to be able to do this fast in your own strength. You're not going to be able to come out of that bad relationship in your own strength. You're not going to be able to start that business in your own strength or power. You're not going to be able to step out on that water to do whatever God called you to do in your own power. It's going to take God's grace. It's going to take the power and the spirit of the Lord God to help you. You cannot do this by yourself. He says the Lord, who are you, O great mountain? Just like I said a few minutes ago, who are you? Trial. Who are you? Tribulation. Who are you? Trouble. Who are you? Whatever your circumstances is, that you think you're going to control me, that you think you're going to control my praise, that you think you're going to stop me. See, you've been allowing this thing, this mountain, this big, huge attack against you, stop you. I used to let it stop me. It used to stop me right in my track, baby. And I probably wouldn't get up and try to finish that thing for another 3 years, 4 years. So I'm here to tell you that thing came to stop you and to block you and to delay you. But listen, Linda, God is saying to you that all things work together for good. So if you fell down and that thing stopped you or delayed you, guess what? It's going to work together for your good. But listen, Linda, listen. But guess what? It's time to get up. It's time to get up now. You fell down. Oh, Lord. You fell down. Get back up. Get back up. You cheated on your husband? Get back up. Repent and get back up and don't go that route again. You cheated on your wife? Get back up. You neglecting your kids? Stop. Get back up. You're not going to church like God tell you to. You're not sowing seed and tithing like God told you to. You're not fasting like God told you to. You cussing everybody out you see, and you know God told you to stop. Get back up. Don't let this mountain take you out of here. Then it says, who are you, O great mountain, before Zerubbabel? Put your name there. You shall become a plain. That means God is going to straighten this thing out, baby. He's going to flatten it out. He's going to flatten it out. Your mountain is about to become your pathway. Your mountain is about to become your pathway. You about to go somewhere. This one lady, she came in a beauty shop today, And she said, oh my God. She said, girl, it's something about you. She said, God finna do something with you and he finna do it. It's sooner than what you think. She said, girl, God is all over you. The anointing of God is all over you. That's what that lady said to me. She said, something is finna happen. It's finna take off and it's gonna be fast. That lady didn't know anything about me. I already know. She said it's going to be big. And that's all God keep telling me. So I'm here to tell you, listen, everything that you've ever been through in your life is going to be powerful. See, when you come out of that thing, you're going to be able to go. You're going to be able to stand. Listen. Your coming through certifies you and it builds your platform. You understand? See, if you just stay there and die, ain't nothing gonna happen. If you just stay there and die, you wouldn't. You building your platform in your pain. When you come out, you'll have something to stand on. Now you know God gave me that. You know He did. I ain't got nothing for you. He gave me this word. You are building your platform in your pain. And when you come through, you're going to have something to stand on. So you can minister to other people. So you can deliver them and show them how to come out. That's why when I get on this YouTube channel, I tell you what I've been through and how God brought me out. I'm not here to just play with you. I'm telling you, this is how you come out. But you got to go through. Then it says, who are you, O great mountain, before Zerubbabel? You shall become a plain, and he shall bring forth the capstones with shouts of grace, grace. Like I said, you lift up your hand to that thing, to that obstacle. Just picture it. Picture that obstacle and picture what you want to see God do on the other side of that obstacle. And you put your hands up against that thing and you shout grace, grace to that new job. Grace, grace to that new car. Grace, grace to that new house or a place to stay for you and your kids. Grace, grace to increase. Grace, grace to holiness. If you're in a situation where you know you're not living right, grace, grace to holiness. Grace, grace to righteousness. Come on, we got to get up. Like I told you in the topic of this video, don't give up on you. Yesterday I said, don't give up on him. Today I'm telling you, don't give up on you. See, if you don't believe in you, who gonna believe in you? They already told you how they feel about you. They already showed you how they feel about you. If you don't believe in you, who will? See, people don't believe into you until you accomplish some things. You understand? You got to be somebody. You got to be on a great level. You got to be very prominent before these people in this world will acknowledge you. So if you don't encourage you, who gonna do it? If you don't believe in you, who gonna do it? So listen. Moreover, the word of the Lord came to me saying, the hands of Zerubbabel, put your name right there, have laid the foundations of this temple. His hands shall also finish it. Whatever you started in the name of the Lord, whatever God told you to start, whatever, that beauty shop, get your real estate license, whatever God told you to do, raise your kids effectively, whatever God told you to do, and you started it, or you was too afraid to start it, God said you will start it and you will finish it. Let me say this. Let me just tell how powerful God is. When I was I always had the gift to do hair. That's a gift I had. I didn't go to school. Nobody taught me. It was a gift that God gave me. So when I got out of high school, everybody would say, won't you go to beauty school? Won't you go to beauty school? I went to beauty school, okay? They kicked me out. because I was crazy. Them people tried to steal my money. You weren't stealing my money. So I snapped, crackled, and popped, and they kicked me out. That's right. Bye. But you're going to get my money. But see, I'm saved now. I'm saved now. So that was then. I went to beauty school. They kicked me out because they tried to steal my money, and I snapped on them. And they said, let me get this crazy girl out of here. That's right. That's right. So I was going to give up. I wasn't going to go back to beauty school because I didn't care to do hair. It was just a gift that I had. So I went back to another beauty school, did 1,500 hours, graduated, and did not go take the state board of cosmetology test. After a certain amount of years, you lose your license, you lose your hours. So I lost my hours, 1,500 hours. So when I started fasting and praying, I started fasting in 2008. In 2011, guess what God told me? Could not believe it. Because he said, now go back and get your license. Now I'm praying, God, what I do, what I need to do, what you want me to do, Jesus. Oh, God, I do whatever you tell me to do. Lord, please, I just want to please you. Please help me. He said, go back to beauty school. I said, huh? What? You mean you don't want me to go preach to the world? See, that's what I wanted to do. You don't want me to write $1 million books? You want me to do what? What? Now, the first time I went to beauty school, I got a grant and I got a student loan. They don't give you grants and student loans again for the same education. Okay? Especially a trade. When God told me to go back to school, I knew that's what he was saying. So I got up and I stepped toward my schooling. Okay? This lady was a pastor and had her own beauty college, an African American. Well, the people I went off on, they was African American too. So go figure. But anyway, let me tell you this real quick. I went to her school. I didn't have no money to pay. I'm like, Lord, I went back to the career center. Why those people paid for my school a second time? And they paid all of it. And why come in 2 months later, I had my cosmetology license? God didn't even make me do the whole 1,500 hours over. All he did was put me in there to learn how to pass the test. And once I passed that test, everything opened. My womb opened. See, that was in 92 when I quit that school. Ever since 92, everything I started, I never finished. Because I had created a cycle of not finishing what I started. So when I start praying, asking God, what do I need to do? Please help me, God. I want to do whatever you tell me. He said, you go back and finish beauty school. Why? So I can break that cycle of stopping. It was a cycle of breaking. It was breaking a cycle of not finishing what I started. When I went to beauty school, after that, I wrote 3 books. Then I wrote 12 more. Then I got a job and kept that job for 1 year. Then got another job, kept that job for 3 years. Then got my business. Then got another business. Then got my certificate in Christian counseling and coaching and got my health and wellness. I mean, and that's nothing. You heard, I ain't bragging about that. That ain't nothing compared to what God finna do in my life. What I'm saying is you got to break the cycle. See, God might have you go back to do something that you think is insignificant. I wouldn't have never thought beauty school had something to do with my purpose, with me breaking the cycle of not finishing what I started. So ask God to show you where you first messed up and what he wants you to go back and finish. You understand? So you can break that cycle of giving up. So you can break that cycle of giving up on him, giving up on you, giving up on your dreams. So God is telling, he said that thing that you started, you gonna finish that thing. I don't care how horrible it look. I don't care how hard it look. I don't care how impossible it look. You will finish that thing. You will finish it. So I'm just going to close the book. And I just want you to know that if God did it for me, what he is working on is these things that he doing, these small things. I mean, I'm grateful for it, but you ain't seen nothing yet. That's what I'm trying to tell you. God has got something bigger than what you think. See, you looking for that little husband that's just to say you got just to say you married. God got a prominent business owner for you. God got a prominent man of God that's been celibate waiting for a good wife for you. See, you just want a woman, a trophy guy, but baby, God got a jewel. He got a precious pearl, a diamond. He got the best for you. Stop settling. See, just because you don't believe in you don't mean that God don't believe in you. And here's another thing. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off of here. All those years that me and Greg was together, you know what? One time Greg said something to me that hurt me to my heart. See, the devil will always try to make me think there's nothing to you. But I knew it was something to me. People would try to say little things, So one day I remember Greg said to me, that was one. Anyway, this is what he said to me. And it tore my insides up. He said, he called me a leech. A leech. And I tell you, I take care of my home. I take care of my kids. I work of course I worked off and on, but my main thing was my kids and trying to do the ministry, but I depended on God and I'm not putting nobody over God, but I did depend on Greg because he was the breadwinner. He brought his whole check home and we paid our bills. And so every blue moon, he'll say something like maybe once or twice a year. Yeah, I give you all my money. I want my money back. Maybe once or twice a year when we argue, he'll say something like that. And I used to say, God, just bless me. Bless me. Bless my hands. So when he called me that leech, that tore me up. Because a leech, excuse me? So I was in a pit for a long time, y'all. I was so depressed. I was so discouraged. I was giving up on me every day. It's just God that would come and speak life to me. It was God. When I spent time with him, he would tell me he gonna use me. He would tell me, he would encourage me because I had no strength to encourage myself. None. So I told God, I said, Lord, bless my hands. I want to make my own money. I told God, I said, I don't want to preach for you and go to these churches and wait on them to give me gas money. I said, please don't make me do that. I said, bless me with a business so I can take care of my family and go and preach without waiting on them to give me nothing. Because I know how I feel to drive to church on E and wait on these people to give you hopefully $5 for gas to get back home. So that's what I told my Jesus. Bless the work of my hands. And I always try to get up. Like even with my eyes closed right now, I can see myself crawling, trying to write a book, trying to start a ministry, trying to start a business. But I could not get up. It's like every time I try to get up, somebody or something would kick me back down. But I knew God loved me. So I held on. You understand what I'm saying? See, my faith in God, that's all I had. So, but now look how God has blessed the work of my hands. That lady did my hair. She didn't even finish my hair because I had to go. I gave that lady a $70 tip. She charged me $70 and I gave her a $70 tip. Because I took this is what I took with me. I just grabbed this money right here. I just grabbed this. I just grabbed some money and I just took it with me because I knew I was going to tip her. There was not a question. And I look at how God blessed me so much to where all our bills are paid. I pay the rent is $14.50. And I pay that rent 3 months in advance. Every 3 months, I pay 3 months in advance. Every bill is paid. Everything is taken care of. It's some things I'm believing God for. Like I want my credit. I want an 840 credit score. Not so I can trust in no credit. But God is dealing with me about getting my stuff together. So he can bless us. So I can have a fund. Because I want a fund called Joseph. Me and Greg talked about this years ago. It's called the Joseph Fund. It's a Joseph Foundation. A fund where we just keep money, where we bless people. Like if people call and say they need their rent, or if they can borrow money, like when I give people money and I lend it to them, they don't know in my heart I'm saying if they don't give it back, I'm not gonna be offended. You understand? Or we bless people. So God is building that where I can be able to help other people. Right now, I'm in a state where I'm able to take care of us. You know, and it's gonna be a time where I'll be able to help y'all. But God is just so faithful. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So you got to be careful how you treat people when they down, because you never know. That might be the person God is going to use. So when you're down and people looking down on you and talking about you, forgive them and just position yourself to receive all that God has for you. Just put yourself in a place to receive. And how do you do that? By putting God first. When he say forgive them, oh man, it hurt. But you got to forgive them. You got to, because unforgiveness hinders you. So all I'm saying is this, y'all. So when Greg came home yesterday, he gave me, remember I told him I wanted him to buy me those 5 pair of Nike shoes. And the reason why I'm getting those shoes is because I don't care about heels. I don't wear heels and stuff. I can't even walk in those things. And I like my feet. I don't like bunions on my feet. Oh no, I don't care about looking that cute. I don't do that. I like my tennis shoes. Y'all can keep the heels. I can't even walk in them things. I ain't got time to try to be pretty. I got to be cute but comfortable. That's my motto. That's going to be my boutique. That's going to be the name of my boutique, girl. Cute but comfortable. Anyway, so Greg came home yesterday. He said, here, baby, here, Joy. He gave me that $200. He said, that's towards your shoes. He said, just be patient. I'm going to give you the rest. And I said, okay, thank you. And I said, here, take it. He said, no, I don't want it back. I want to get it to you. I want to buy your shoes for you. And I said, that's okay. I said, no. And then I just shut up because he just kept saying, no, I'm not taking it. So he do the same thing every day. So he got his some stuff so he can get ready to take a shower. So I said, what size you wear? I say, you still wear 11 and a half? He said, well, now 12 because, he gained weight. Not just him. All these feet around here except for one, they fat. Okay? But we working on it. Anyway, and so I said, guess what? I said, you take this $200. I'm going to buy us our shoes. You know what I'm saying? And I gave him back that $200. Which Greg, he give me everything and he keep gas money and lunch money. So he keep $100 for himself. He give me the other $400. But I don't even use his $400. I just put it to the side because all the big. But he didn't go to work Monday or Tuesday, so he didn't have those 2 days. He only had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on that check. So after they take out tax and everything, he only had $200. No, you keep that. It used to be a time where my husband be out here borrowing money for people at work and I didn't even know it, just to get him lunch money or gas money. Oh, no. No, you take that back to them. Or if I found out about it, how much was it so we can pay them? No, I'm going to make sure you're going to have something in your pocket. You understand? But if I would have never forgave him for calling me a leech, I wouldn't give him nothing. Because the blessings are flowing on me. You know why? Because obedience. And God allowed Greg and my kids, of course, to share. You understand? So I thank God for that. But what I'm telling y'all is, and let me get off of here because I'm just babbling. This is what I'm saying. Don't give up on you. Please. Don't. If God tell you that's your job, if he got to remove somebody in position that's trying to block you, baby, that's your job. If God tell you that's your house or that's your spouse or whatever God tell you, let me go check on this food. If whatever God tell you, it don't make a difference what these people say in this world. If God say it is, then it is so. Do you understand what I'm saying? What is that? And what I'm saying, if God tell you something is yours, it is yours. Don't you let nobody tell you anything different. The devil is a liar because that's what he do. He lies. Do you understand? So no matter what you go through, stay with God. Trust him. Believe in God. Don't give up on God and don't give up on yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Don't you feel sorry for yourself. You don't have to. You don't have to feel sorry for yourself because guess what? The one down is going to eventually be the one on top. See, listen, let me say this real quick. Everything is a test. It's a test. Sometimes the person that's going to be the most blessed in your family goes through the most suffering, goes through the most job loss and trouble and they ain't got no money. You understand? It's a test. Or you going to stay with that person when they ain't got nothing. Or you going to leave them because they ain't got nothing. It's a test. So, where I am now is just the beginning. It's just the beginning. And the same thing for you. Where you are now, first of all, if you're in a pit, you coming out. If you're in a pit, you are coming out. Don't let no devil tell you you're going to stay in no pit. He's a liar. You are coming out of that pit. You are coming out of that bad relationship. You are coming out of debt. You are coming out of poverty. You are coming out of that, whatever that situation is. Do you hear me? Listen, Linda. Now, let me just give me a minute, okay? I'm trying to tell you. You're coming out of this. Okay? So, that's all I wanted to say, y'all. I'm about to get ready to go in here, relax until I fall asleep. Because y'all know I don't do nothing. And let me say this, and I know I'm just babbling. I saw Greg's uncle at the beauty shop, and he couldn't believe it. Because niece don't never come nowhere. Niece don't be around her family. Niece don't be around nobody else's family. And he couldn't believe it. He said, "Oh, give me a hug, niece." He missed me. He said, and I like him too. He's a sweet person. He was like, you come spend the night with us. Here your stuff. Here all your food. He said, you can come spend the night with us. That's it, Joe. So all your stuff. I don't care. Just come around us, niece. So I said, I don't be around nobody, not even my own family. You know, my mom and my sister called trying to, And she's telling me, yeah, you would know if you be around the family. I told that girl, I snapped and I say, listen here, little girl, I'm still your big sister. You understand? She might be this tall over me, but I'm, shoot. Anyway, y'all, so I get on here with y'all because I love y'all. I come more than once sometimes because I be missing y'all. But I will say this, okay? I love y'all, and I'm going to let y'all go. Give me some kisses. Give me some kisses. Don't give up on you. How about that? Okay? I love y'all so much. I pray that I didn't miss anything. But you coming out of this. You coming out of this. You ain't gonna stay in there, baby. You know what, that relationship that you think you can't break, are you coming out? That addiction you think you can't break, are you coming out? It's okay. That loneliness, girl, that's almost over. Man, that's almost over. See, let me say this and then I promise y'all I'm finna go. This is how you know when God give you a promise. All hell gonna break loose. If God told you he gonna give your husband back, and that Negro, that Caucasian man, that Chinese man, whatever race this man is, that Jewish man, get the clowning, girl, that's a sign God gonna give that husband back to you. If God told you he gonna bring your wife back, and she out there tricking, she done moved in with some other dude, she clowning, calling you ugly, that's a sign God gonna give her back to you. You hear me? I remember, and I was gonna say this in the last video. I remember me and Greg used to argue. We didn't argue a lot because Greg he don't like to argue, but I used to fuss all the time. So then finally Greg couldn't take it no more. Then we started arguing, fussing. So I remember, I was fat. Yep. Every time I got skinny, he got me pregnant. Then I was fat, overeating, and there you go. So we'll argue. I say, shut up, ugly. Because he'll say something to make me so mad. So I try to make him mad. He'll say, you shut up, fatty. And then I'll say, then we'll say whatever we got to say. And then I'll say, get going back in there on that couch, ugly. He'll say, yeah, you going back in that room, fatty. And then I'll say, okay. And then I'll go right back in my room. I'll say, okay. I say, your food in there on the stove. And go right in my room. As soon as I shut that door, I tell God everything that just happened. Oh, yeah, I'm a snitch, baby, when it comes to you calling me fat and disrespecting me. I'm going to go right here and tell Jesus. I get right in this room and I start crying. And I tell God everything he said, like God didn't hear it. Oh, baby. And God say, you call him ugly? Go tell him you sorry. So then I wobble my little fat self over there and I say, I'm sorry. And he won't say nothing. He just be eating that food I cooked on the stove. He won't be saying nothing. I'm trying to obey God. Tell him I'm sorry. But he ain't care. He eating that food I bought him on the stove. He won't say nothing. Then I wobble my little fat self back in the room. I say, God, you saw what happened. I told him I'm sorry. And he ain't say nothing. God said, well, at least you apologize. And guess what? I went to sleep every time. And I woke up, I was still fat. Okay. But one day, hallelujah, I'm just kidding. Then when I get skinny, then there he go looking at me cockeyed. You understand? But he got a vasectomy, so I can't get no more kids, girl. But anyway, I love you. So if you calling your husband ugly, go tell him you're sorry. If he calling you fat or vice versa, calling him broke, you ain't got nothing, stop that mess. Stop that mess. Repent. Okay? Make it right so God can bless you. I believe that's why God blessed me so good when me and Greg divorced, because it was no more strife. See, God he can't bless no strife. God is not blessing strife. So if you got strife with your spouse, you better humble yourself. If they want to clown you, let them clown. You just don't be in trouble with the Lord. Okay? Kisses. Okay, listen. One more kiss and I'm gone. See, this is the only way I can legally get a kiss. How about that? I love you, okay? I love y'all. Have a blessed day, okay? God bless. Thanks for spending this time with me.